Hello friends, it's Carol and welcome back to my channel. Many of you seen in previous videos me decorating my kitchen, coffee bar, laundry, mudroom, and entryway for fall, but today I'm excited to share decorating my guest room. I will link my playlist down below if you missed any of these videos. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Here I share home decor inspiration, cooking, and a few DIY projects. If you please take a moment to hit that like button, because it helps others to see this video. I really appreciate it. So I'm starting off today with hanging this staple picture that I purchased at Kirkland several years ago. I know you can get this at Hobby Lobby also, but I love the copper and it really pairs well with this quilted bedspread that you're going to see me put on in just a moment. And here I am just all casual and lunging around in my favorite buffalo check pajama bottoms that my daughter-in-law got me. I wear these all the time. I mean, I just put them on every week and just feel so good. They're so comfortable. Now this bed has a Tempur-Pedic mattress on it, and boy, I tell you what, I was so tempted just to jump on the bed. But I know y'all would have thought I was crazy standing here jumping on the bed, but it was fun. Now this quilt came from Amazon, and I will link it below. It is a very thin quilt, which was exactly what I wanted. I love the fall colors. I just think they are so beautiful, and it really gave me that vintage cottagey look that I wanted in this room. So here I'm kind of messing around trying to find the corner with the tag so I can get it on correctly. But when I do order quilts for this queen size bed, I always get a king size because I love how it hangs and drapes all the way on each side almost to the floor. So I always recommend, if you have a queen bed and you want that look, order a king size bedspread. Now the garland that I have on the headboard is actually a piece of garland that I bought this year at Hobby Lobby. It's actually a Christmas garland, and it was the one that looks very natural. It was $99 and then you got 50% off on it. I bought a few of those, but I thought, why not? Let's use it for fall, and I'll just plug in a bunch of fall picks. And it seemed to turn out just beautiful. I really love it. And then I actually hung a leather leaf garland right down below it, which you can kind of see at the bottom, but I'll have a closer view of that in just a moment. So, I mean, don't you just love this quilt? I just love the colors. It blends well with my gray rug, brings in those brown tones that I love so much. Now it did come with 2 king-size pillow shams, which was wonderful. Now I'm still debating whether I should paint these nightstands. I really do like the wood tone. This bed frame I purchased many years ago, and actually in our other house our dogs chewed the corner of the wood on the frame when they were puppies. So I just went ahead and used wood putty, patched them up, and put this chalk paint on and distressed it. And you can't even tell the places where the dogs chewed. So I didn't want to get rid of it because it was solid wood, and it's really hard to find solid wood pieces today. But anyways, here are those king size pillow covers. They're a little bit large for my pillows, so I'm just going to tuck them in on the sides. But I really was so happy that this quilt came with 2 pillow shams. It was well worth the money. My 2 mirrors in the back are actually from Hobby Lobby that I purchased a few years ago, and the lamps are from Walmart. And this long lumbar pillow is part of the Hearth and Hand collection. And this really cute vintage looking pumpkin pillow is from TJ Maxx, and I actually purchased several of these because I'm using them in my living room also. The quilt I purchased several years ago from Joann's. It was actually a summer quilt and it was clearanced. And then I have a subscription to Farmhouse. I really love this magazine. So I'm going to place my fall one right here. Now I need to go ahead and do a little bit of cleaning. I do have some dust on some of these tables and nightstands. So I'm going to get them all cleaned up and the mirrors cleaned. We did have a guest here in the guest room last week, a buddy of my husband's who was in the military with him on one of the Navy ships. So after a guest comes, I actually like to tidy up before they come and then after they come. Now, many of you know that we have a litter of 10 poodles, puppies. So I have been sleeping in this room, so I can hear the puppies and Mama because she still needs to go out in the middle of the night. She's drinking and eating a whole lot, so she has to go out to the bathroom a couple times a night. So I am sleeping close to her, so if I hear her, I can go ahead and get up and let her out. Plus, I'm kind of monitoring the puppies. Our poodle is a standard poodle, and we bred her with our toy boy, so the puppies are smaller than standard puppies, and I just want to make sure that she doesn't step on them or hurt them in any way. But so far, she's been a great mama. I'm not a big fan on dusting. That's one of the least things I like to do because it does affect my allergies, but it's one of those things that just has to get done. Now, these trays on these nightstands are also from Hobby Lobby. I purchased those several years ago. And I just really like them. I like keeping things tidy on the nightstands. All right, now for the other side. Now the 2 pictures on the wall here, I keep these up all year long, and I think I did purchase both of those from Hobby Lobby several years ago. They have that vintage landscape look. And I do believe you can still get these mirrors. I think they're a little bit more expensive than what I paid for them several years ago from all the inflation. Now, I've been really thinking about doing something on the wall behind the bed, maybe putting some trim and then wallpaper at the top and then painting the rest of this room. I would love it to look a little bit more cozy, so I'm kind of debating doing this, but my husband wants me to finish all the other projects I've got going. We still have been at a standstill on the tiny house out back because we had to change plumbers, so we haven't been able to start the finish out inside, and it's been too hot to do all the caulking and painting. But we still have to get all that done, so he wants that project finished before I start taking on another project. But I will update you on that as soon as the ball gets rolling out there. All right, now to clean down this little electric fireplace. I've had so many wonderful comments about this fireplace. I do believe we purchased it online at Home Depot, and if I can find it and put down a link for you, I will. But this fireplace has been a little showstopper. Everybody who comes over absolutely loves it. Now this little table has a matching mirror with pegs and another little cabinet. I actually purchased it back in the 1990s, long time ago, from a dealer at a flea market in Canton, Texas. Had it many, many years, and it's just made so well. This dresser I bought off of Facebook Marketplace for $50, and I sanded it down and painted it. I changed the knobs, and I put the, I don't know what you call these, on the front. It was a furniture rub-on decor stencil type thing. I'm not sure what you call it. But I did finish this dresser, and I lined the drawers, and I just really love how it turned out. And then here's my not favorite vacuum. I know in my last video we talked about this vacuum, and I am on the hunt for a new one. All right, so these are some of the items that I'm going to use to start decorating with. And these pumpkins, I actually painted. Some of them were white, orange, yellow, just colors I didn't want to use. And I'm going to go ahead and take a moment and just show you what I did, because I absolutely love the way they turned out, and I have them throughout my home. And you'll see some of the other ones later in videos. But I used 3 different colors. I purchased melted chocolate, and this is the apple barrel paint. And I used a nutmeg brown and a caramel color. They were all in a matte. Now I did have to paint the pumpkins several coats, which was kind of a pain. But then if they were a lighter color pumpkin, I took in the melted chocolate in the grooves of the pumpkin. Or if it was a darker color, I used the caramel color in the grooves. But I just absolutely love the look of these pumpkins painted. So this was a really easy DIY that you can do just to give that vintage look to your pumpkins and bring in the brown colors. Now I actually even painted some of my picks. As you can see towards the left there, this pick. I couldn't stand the green pumpkin color on this pick. So I actually went through and painted several picks and did the same process on them. And I absolutely love them now. The table runner is from this year's Hearth and Hand collection. It is that creamy beige with the burgundy stripes through it. One thing I really like about it is it's pretty wide and long. It drapes off the ends of the table, and I will be showing you a video in the near future with decorating the kitchen table there for fall. All right, so back to the bedroom. The rest of the items. The candle holder is from the Hearth and Hand collection. Okay, we're going to go ahead and start on the electric fireplace. That tin coffee pitcher I purchased at an antique store in town, along with the tin metal pot also. I'm going to go ahead and place this candle holder with a candle next to the bed, and this little print that I had and I framed from a print from a frame from Hobby Lobby. And I just think that's really cute. Very simple. And the other side of the bed, I'm just going to use this copper pumpkin. And then I have a little wooden coaster I'm going to place here. And that is how the bed turned out and the nightstands. It is so cozy. I just love opening the door and walking in this room. Let me know your thoughts down below. All right, now to decorate my peg accordion here. And this is a candle ring that I purchased at Hobby Lobby a couple years ago. I don't think they have this exact one now, but I like to use it as a mini wreath. And some of these beads here. The mirror also comes from Hobby Lobby. And on the table, I'm going to put this beautiful art from TJ Maxx. And then I'm going to add some of these rustic candlesticks. And the lantern that matches. And those all come from Hobby Lobby. All right, now to tackle the dresser. Now both these prints I'm putting up here, the frames come from Hobby Lobby and they're a rustic looking frame. But the prints I actually downloaded from Etsy a couple years ago, and I printed them just on regular printer paper. And they actually turned out really well, and the color's really, really good. Gives me the matte finish. And so you can actually do that. I mean, if you have a printer and you have a color printer, you don't even have to send these off to Walgreens. You can actually print them on paper. And as you can see how well they turned out, they look beautiful. The pumpkins, the knitted pumpkins, I actually made a few years back. And here's a closer look at those printed pictures. I think the color's really good in them. Another view of the quilt. I love this lumbar pillow. I'm just giving you a view of the room. Now, if I missed any items and you'd like to know where I purchased them, go ahead and just leave me a comment down below and I'll be very quick to answer and try to give you that link. Again, don't forget to like and comment so the YouTube algorithm will help others to be able to view this video. Here's a closer look of my garland. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video and it's inspired you. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe.